I am going to grab me some water. I is thirsty. I need water. I wanted to come on here and talk about something real quick. And this is really important because this is where people have to literally start to realize the importance of, do you listen to God or do you listen to people? Which one is more important? God or people? God or people? God or stalkers? God or stalkers? I'm going to listen to God on this one, okay? Mm-hmm. So, the one thing that I am focused on is getting back to business 24/7. Not taking a pause to deal with people that can't move on with their life, okay? I'm not going to keep going on and on about it. You know, people deserve to get quality spiritual work. People, oh shit, people deserve to do what they enjoy doing, okay? Yes, I can come on here and I can talk shit. I sure can. I can talk shit. I am a very good at defensive sorcery. When it comes to me being a very good defensive sorceress, that's me. Okay. These people on here trying to steal my shine and going through all these changes and, trying to, keep going and going and going. Listen, it's time for you to give up the ghost and for you to let go, because at the end of the fucking day, this is for my business. You can't stop my business. You can't do that, right? And I'm not going to play this game, because I can promise you that if I play a game, I'm going to win it, especially when it comes to my livelihood. I want to talk about my livelihood. This is literally going to be the realest conversation that I have had about this in a while. I have very good defensive work for my business and my business goals. And I don't want to hear nobody on here crying about it, because crying about it ain't going to do nothing about it. No, I'm not going to go and get a job. No, I'm not. You go get a job. I don't have to go get a job. I have a 30-year work history, started my business, end the story. Am I going to do what a bunch of people that don't even know how to, think about it? Am I going to go the path that God laid out for me? Or am I going to go the path that stalkers with a God complex have? No, I'm not. I'm going to go with the path that God gave me. And then what I am going to do is I'm going to introduce you to my little friend who is God, because God will show you straight up and down. You have, and I'm going to show you. I don't know exactly though what it is, you guys. It's so weird. It seems like there's sets and groups of people on here that specifically they have like this weird obsession with black women and where they live and whether or not they're homeless and trying to make them homeless. Trust me, I dealt with that demon when I was in Georgia. I dealt with a client that was going through that. It just seemed like for some reason it's an obsession that some of these people have. I mean, I don't know. I know that for me, if you fuck with my livelihood, if you ever try to make me homeless ever, you gonna fucking regret it. And you can come on here and you can cry all you want. You can cry river. You can say Psalms 109. You can do whatever you want. You're going to get fucked up real quick. That's a fact. And that's the one thing that I am going to let my clients know. My livelihood is the only thing that I am concerned about. And just like I protect my client's livelihood, and a lot of other people, I'm going to protect my own. Anybody on here gossiping and trying to berate me, don't get mad at me when your throat close up or some fucked up shit like that happens to you, Bobo. Y'all act like weirdos. That I don't understand how people can't feel weird about themselves, because every single time people know that you're either jealous of me or you're mad because you can't be me, and you're angry and you're upset about the fact that you can't fuck with me in a spiritual war. There were people that thought that they were going to bully me spiritually. There was people that thought that they could fuck with me. Literally, my powers are infinite. I know how to tap into my infinite powers. You don't. And you made a thought, oh, I'm fucking with her family. I'm fucking with all these people. You don't realize who and what you are fucking with. So at the end of the day, the only thing that I am focused on is my business and my livelihood. End of story. It doesn't matter that I don't, my readings used to get more views on this channel. And now, like when I come on here and I have my talks, but I enjoy doing my readings. That's what I enjoy doing. I like to come on here and have spiritual discussions and everything. But to be honest with you, I'm going to get back to normal. Anybody that tries to deny me of that is batshit crazy, and you will end up getting 5150'd, and something is going to happen because you have a problem. You do not have the right to judge somebody and say what they should be doing when you don't even know what you need to be doing. Okay? You don't even know what you need to be doing. You don't even know where you're at. You probably don't even know what day of the week it is. I don't care who you think you are. I don't care what you think you know. At the end of the day, things are getting back to normal. And I don't give a shit if it's the government, it's the CIA, it's the fucking who the fuck ever. I don't care. I don't care who you think you are. I'll make you lose your job. You're on here telling all these lies about me, doing all this craziness. Listen. The thing of it is that, okay, for example, y'all know that client that I was talking about the other day. I don't have no reason to be embarrassed about that shit, because he's gonna eventually pay me my money. He's gonna run me my money, right? Because I got a court case dismissed for him. Very serious court case, a criminal court case, actually. I got dismissed for him, okay? That was $700. $700 is a drop in the fucking bucket compared to what I make. So I ain't losing nothing. Not right now. He gonna pay it. He's got to pay it, okay? I do know that he made the mistake and kind of got into all that crap in that sector, and people always FIFO. Why do you deal with that sector? Those people are literally on my shit list. They have no power whatsoever but to run their mouth. They running their mouth while I'm showing them what I'm about. I'm quick to show you what I'm about while you run your mouth. End of the story. You ain't got no power. You're trying to prove that you have power and you don't. Okay, so at the end of the day, that's it. I am going to strongly suggest anybody that is getting spiritual work done from me, if you hear me talking about it, I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize in advance. You know what I'm saying? However, when I speak to you, when I'm doing my work, I'm focused on that. I don't have a problem with my brain. When I'm doing my spiritual work, I know how to focus on the task at hand. I don't have the mental problems that the people that stalking me have, to the point where they think about me 24/7 from the moment they wake up in the morning till the time they go to sleep. That's a problem. You want to know why I have a man Why I can keep my man happy? Because I stay focused on my man. Straight up and down. My man ain't got to worry about me being in social media thinking about a woman, thinking about another woman and what she doing and where she going. That's why a lot of people can't keep no man. You can't keep no man in your life when you a woman and you focusing on another damn woman. Obviously, a man is going to be like, what is wrong with you? And you know what? Men don't like that either. When women are always constantly like obsessing over another woman, that's not a normal man. A normal man is going to say, hey, chill with that. Chill with that. Like, really? Like, seriously? Like, anybody as a woman, I don't want to sit and hear about some drama and gossip. Do y'all realize that my man has no idea what the fuck is even going on right now with my uncle. He don't even know anything about that because it doesn't matter. I pay my own bills anyway. I don't live with my man at this point yet. And I have my own plans. I don't care about what you think. I think it's horrifying that you as a man are on here gossiping. That's very effeminate. I have my opinion about that, but do I actually care? No, I don't. I don't care. Here's what my focus is. My focus is on my business. I'm going to highly advise clients to not pay attention to that crap. Focus on getting your work done. Clear your head. One thing I can tell you, clear your mind. You can't be thinking about stuff like that. I know that I don't. I can't. I'll be absolutely astounded and baffled when I see people coming on here every single day. When I saw them counting down to a court date, I was like, really? You have no idea what's going on with that. You have no idea what's going on with that, and I'm not at liberty to speak about it, and I'm not. But I do know that dying is illegal. I do know that. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, that is the focus. I don't care about what you think about my flash sales. I'm going to run a flash sale every goddamn day. I don't care about what you think of that. You don't know anything about business. You don't know anything about running a business. You haven't done it. You haven't done it. What you have tried to do, however, is interfere and be problematic and disruptive with my business. And I tell you what, that's a matter of life or death. So you're telling me you're going to harass my business every single day and you're going to put me out in the streets homeless and starve to death? Guess what I got for you for that? What can I tell you when people are doing things like that? Guess what? I'm going to match you. I'm going to match you and I'm going to beat you. Because if you're trying to kill me and destroy my livelihood and everything that I worked for, what do you think my spirits are going to do to you? Do you think my spirits are going to be nice to you? I don't care about your opinion. I don't care. You trying to make me lose my job? I'm going to make you lose your job. But I'm going to really make you lose your job. I'm not going to do it. God's going to do it. God's going to do it. You have no business doing that. Period. End of story. Anyway, we getting back to normal. I'm getting ready to be in my own place. You trying to come on here every day and throw shade at me ain't doing nothing but making things worse for you. God ain't blessed you with nothing. You fake. You full of crap. All this, some people need to stay away from the spiritual community anyway. It's very heavily laced with, racism and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this crazy stuff, trying to make it look like I'm cursed or something, like you got power to curse me. You ain't nobody got no motherfucking power to curse me. If you throw something at me that's actually gonna hit me, if you got the power to do that, I'm gonna see that shit months in fucking advance. You running around here trying to prove something, but you know what? What are you trying to hide though? What are you actually trying to hide? What if I went to your state website and your court history and looked up your stuff? What would we find? What are you trying to deflect from? I don't care. I'm not the type of person to do that because I don't care about folk like that. That's your business. I mind the business that pays me. So, that's all it is to it. And I think it's totally ridiculous, the things that have been happening, and you're going to end up finding out. You already finding out. Please, I want to let y'all know, please believe that the people that are stalking me, they are full of crap. They have more problems than I could ever have. A lot of problems, a lot of health problems, a lot of mental problems, a lot of physical problems, a lot of financial problems. And you're going to continue to have problems as long as you are trying to make life harder for other people. Period. End of story. You don't have no power, honey. Listen, you don't have no power to sit there and go, hamina, huh, or some shit like that, and you're gonna fucking all of a sudden kill me and make shit happen. You're not, trust me. If you had that power, I would end that shit. Trust me. And you came at me sideways because you don't know me. You don't. Because if you had the knowledge that I have, would you be doing the stuff that you're doing? No. No, you would not have to backbite off of me. You would not have to bottom feed off of me. You would not. Because I don't do things like that. I don't move like that. And I certainly wouldn't be, emotionally attached to somebody's entire family because of one female gave you an assignment 13 years ago. Hun, that all that spells is you don't get no respect. And it's not my fault that you chose to take that path and you can't get off of it. That's not my fault. You are never justified in what you're doing. Period. End of story. People do not respect you in general. That is not my fault. Nobody told you to do that. I don't care what's going on in my life. That looks ridiculous when people are doing that. And for some reason, there's some people that just can't just say, you know what, I fucked up. You can't just say that you fucked up. Why can't you just admit to that? You embarrassed yourself. You're still, y'all notice how these people, they just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. But you're not doing any kind of quality content that anybody wants to see. And then you're running around here flagging channels and stuff. Bad karma. You got bad karma, bad luck. What do you think is going to happen? And you can't drag people down with you. You the one that made deals with devils to do what you're doing. I didn't take that path, and I'm not on your path. Stay in your lane. It's not my fault that you can't just admit that I am out of your league. It does not matter if it, okay, listen. First of all, it doesn't matter what has happened with me on my path. That's a part of my path. That's a part of my path of learning. It does not matter. The point is that you need to stop trying to just keep doing stuff and keep going and keep going and keep going. No, I'm never going to get my name changed. I am going to get my social security number changed, but I am never going to get my name changed. I'm never going to hide from you. I'm never going to stop living life. I don't have that issue. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My spirits was looking at somebody that was trying to tinker with that court case. Oh my God, that's as serious as a heart attack. You're actively I would I still have people that are trying to do death magic on me. Listen, anybody that's trying to do death magic on me, my man, my children, my grandchildren, my family, because I am the gateway for for my grandmother to protect her children, okay, her offspring, okay? My clients, you try to do death magic on them and it will be done to you. Period. End of story. I don't know about what happened to somebody else if you went and said hamana 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 and that motherfucker died. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I would like I was sitting there looking. I said they was trying to. I saw somebody trying to wish death on my grandbaby that's on the way. You like okay? You gonna wake up dead? You better leave that alone. It's crazy. I don't know what's wrong with people. Some people need to stay away from spiritual stuff. It wasn't for you. You can't handle it. You can't handle it clearly. And then it's a lot that you don't know. It's a lot that you don't know. But then again, even if you knew how to protect yourself while wishing all that, that's why I come with the equal energy, if not more. I come more with it. I come more with it because from the beginning, I think it started what, somewhere around 2021, 2020, no, 2023, somewhere in there when people started all of a sudden just wishing death on my loved ones. It's like, oh, okay, well, well, I won't be at your funeral, honey. You can't kill nobody over here. And then watching my family members trying to act like you killing my family members. Child, please. You better go find something safe to do. Okay? Because I will shut you down. I will shut you down, hon. Completely. So that's pretty much it. Okay. I'm focused and I've been focused. For 3 or 4 weeks, you're not running a spiritual business. These people that call themselves competing with me, you're not running a spiritual business. The so-called bounty that's on my head is not that it's not it oh God. Can't nobody put no bounty on my head. I remove death curses from people. I resurrect people. I do a lot. I do a lot. You ain't messing with me. Okay, I don't care if it's you can be 5 million deep. You ain't messing with High Priestess Jamila. You're not. You can be as creative as you want. All this shit ain't doing nothing but backfiring, and you need to humble yourself, is what you need to do. Okay? There's a lot of people on here that need to humble themselves. You want to call me homeless? Okay. Well, you know what? Jesus was homeless for a little while too. Okay? So, I take that with honor. Okay? All right. Well, you know what? That's pretty much it. Okay? Um End of story. You're gonna get fucked up. These people are gonna get fucked up because you're dealing with a real practitioner. I'm not a fraud like you, and you always find it out. You said, "Well, I'm just doing some fake stuff. I'm just playing." Well, I'm not. I'm not. Don't play with me. You don't play with people. You don't play with people's jobs. You don't play with people's family. You don't play with people's children. You don't even play with people's animals. You ain't supposed to be playing with people like that. You're gonna find out. You're not fucking with me. I don't care if you think that you are the most powerful fucking warlock witch in the land. Please believe that there is nothing that and you need to just stop. It was stupid to begin with anyway. Because for me, anybody that has kept me sideways and attacked me, you got labeled as a fraud a long time ago. You know why? Because I never had that intention to do that to you. And that lets me know that you're not a psychic, you're not a witch, because typically, okay, there's witch wars, yeah. But This is an embarrassment to practice this goofy stuff, this weird stuff. No, 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 no. Okay, it seemed like to me you stuck in the land of Delulu powerlessness is what is looking like to me. And guess what? Since that unlawful detainer was filed by my uncle because y'all were threatening him and pissed him off, have you made any money? No, you have not made a dime. In fact, a lot of y'all ain't did nothing but got sick. I know for a fact that my spirits made you sick. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. That's what you deserve. You shouldn't be stalking people. And then you're going to end up in jail. You're going to end up in jail. I am not the one to fuck with, and I don't scare at all. I'm not going to say I don't scare easily. I don't scare at all. I personally think, on a side note, y'all, I think that it has a lot to do with my energy that bothers people. That people like that, it just automatically just gives them a tickle in their snickle that bothers them, especially a jealous person. You know why? Because I'm a Cancer sun, but then my ascending rising sign is a Leo. So that does tend to fuck with people that energetically. It fucks with you and it's going to fuck with you. It's literally makes me undefeatable. I'm fucking untouchable. Anybody that is born with a Cancer fucking sun and a Leo rising, because your ascending sign is your first house, which is Aries, which is Mars. So that's a lot of power. And whether or not you're a Scorpio with a Leo rising, a Pisces with a Leo rising, but me being a Cancer, that mean that every goddamn day when the sun come up, that means I'm invincible and fucking unstoppable. That means that the moon, even when she dark, is supporting me. I don't understand why you would, what the fuck? Oh, I like a challenge. Well, you know what? You gonna fuck around and find out. And I don't care if it's a group of you, it's two of you, three of you, four of you, five of you. It does not fucking matter. You need to learn how to fucking read people's Akashic records. I literally have came on here and given. I've actually given my date of birth, my city of birth, and my fucking time of birth. You're not looking at my chart correctly, because if you look at my fucking chart, what you're gonna see is that I am fucking invincible with infinite fucking powers and grace and fucking blessings, and you're not fucking with me. You would have known that you couldn't fuck with me if your ass knew anything about astronomy or any of that shit. And all of us witches know about fucking astronomy and astrology and shit. The hell you want to just sit up here and just knock y'all asses off one by one? I don't want to do that shit. But if you present yourself as a fucking threat to me, I don't give a fuck. Shit is stupid. Anywho, that's pretty much it. We getting back to business, okay? So I can make sure I stay booked. And no, I do not enjoy that drama. You know what? I think I want to do, you know what I think I'm going to do, guys? What I think would be funny, it would not funny, fun would be like a tag, a get to know me tag video. So just so you can know me and what I enjoy doing. And trust me, I don't enjoy drama. I don't. I enjoy a lot of things. It's a lot of things that just bring me joy. Drama is not one of them. Anywho, that's pretty much it. I gotta go. Happy Thursday to y'all. I will see y'all later. Bye.